Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to Portland. This is going to be my first of many videos to come of Portland now, as it's day one here in Portland. I've gotten a new job here in Portland, which I start on Wednesday, so very excited about that. So, I am in the Embassy Suits PDX, Portland International Airport, and if you want the date and time, well, there it is, if it would focus. There you go. It's the 9th, and it's 7:12 in the morning, so to me this is like, I think 10, with the time zone that I'm used to in Jersey, but oh well. So anyway, not a bad view from this room. This is room 427, that's the airport right there. Behind the parking deck and everything is where the airport is. Very different from Newark, a lot smaller, a lot cleaner, and certainly very fast and very efficient. I can see why Travel and Leisure rated it best airport in the US 2 years in a row, which they advertise a lot. I don't know if that guy is taking off or not, which is why I'm pointing there and kind of yammering on, because that is, I believe, the other runway. I think that's the left one. Somewhere over there. I'm assuming Alaska's waiting in the taxi. I see some lights down there which usually designate a runway. And then runway right is over there. That being said, you do get some aircraft noise, but it's actually not too bad at all. To be honest, the loudest thing that goes by here is the MAX red line is right there, but conveniently the last train from the airport is 11:49 p.m., so you don't really hear that too much. And I woke up to the digital gong, and it's really very quiet when the train goes by. The next one is supposedly 7:23, so if I hear the gong, I'll show you that going. Now, for the room tour, since that's probably what anyone actually watching this cares about. So Embassy Suites, apparently everything is a suite in which the bedroom is separate. So this is the bedroom. I believe this is a king. I don't know, I didn't book this. My dad did with Hilton points. Actually, I'll show you where I'll be starting later today, which will be definitely closer to the runway. That back there's the Hampton, that's where I'm moving to. So this was just for night, but for night, actually very nice room, very happy with it. Here is the TV that you've got. It's one of the newer LG TVs, but as you might be able to tell from the yellowing on the remote, this is a pretty dated on-command remote. I haven't seen one of these in like 5 years. There are your TV channels if you feel like watching the TV instead of the aircraft or Max. Nice spacious drawers. I didn't bother putting anything in here because I'm going across the street after today, well really at 12, so there's supposedly the Max timetable according to Transit. There's the actual Max brochure, and since there are Max machines at PDX, got my monthly pass all set up. Here's the first of many mirrors in here, and I love this desk because you have 4 power ports right there, although if you have anything on the end, be careful of the breaker. The seat, nice and firm, didn't use it at all or anything. You got a rubbish bin there. One of my suitcases over here, you have lamp, phone, some stationery. The bed is not bad at all. It was fairly soft. The sheets were a little bit scratchy. This is what you have. You have a nice, I think, quilt there, and a slightly smaller sheet, and plenty of pillows to choose from. 2 that are a bit actually thick. If I remember correctly, I swapped pillows in the middle of the night because what I thought was a foam pillow, that like this feels like a foam pillow, but once you put your head on it, it just sinks right in. So I actually went with that, which I think is actually feathered, but not bad for the night. Here's another drawer. let's see. Plenty of power outlets in here. There's another one. Nothing in that drawer. Conserve. Here's your clock radio, the typical thing that you'd find in a Hilton, or I think a lot of hotels now, though this one apparently has a low battery, so I don't know if I would trust the alarm to go off. But there are some of your buttons up there. Here is the closet. Oh, here's light, which turns that on. There's another one here, which is controlled by that guy, so they all turn on fairly quick. Yet another mirror. Here is your closet, which is not a bad size. The luggage holder, as you can see, is a little beat up, so it's probably seen better days, and that pattern looks a little dated. You've got a ironing board, iron, plenty of hangers, which are in okay shape. This, I'm surprised, was here and not on the door. Hey, to each his own, I guess. This I would probably extend all the way out to the end of the wall, but probably works. Now, here is the rest of the room. This is like the living room sort of deal. That's also a pull-out sofa. You have a nice table over here with 3 chairs. Your room service menu. And then kids menu and booze options. Welcome to the Embassy Suites. Well, this is thicker than the menu, actually. That's interesting. This guy was over here, but whoops, there goes the Showtime thing, which isn't attached to anything at all. So I guess they do get Showtime here. Anyway, some guest services, information, ADA. This is certainly compliant with them. Safety and security apparently was not proofread at all. That should be locate. Here's some safety tips and stuff like that. Security, there was definitely plenty of at midnight, although they might have actually been police. That's when I actually checked in, but it was like, oh wow, full tactical vests and everything. Guest services, more guest services, more guest services, plenty of guest services at the Embassy Suites. It's the only full service hotel apparently at PDX. This I really hate. This was a major disappointment. The Wi-Fi here, especially being used to the Hilton Sydney, which was very easy, putting the last name on the reservation as well as the room number and you were connected. Here it's fighting with the stupid AT&T router to actually connect, and then once you do, you actually have to put in the Hilton Honors information of the person who booked. So I don't have my dad's account, so I can't use the Wi-Fi, so it's free if you're a Hilton Honors member. And then phone information, telephone services, and all of that. There is a breakfast bar, which according to tips on Foursquare starts at 7:30. Yep, there we go. Very nice. So that's included. Anyway, you've got, a seat here, pull-out bed with surprisingly only 1 cushion. Another phone, another lamp, some more stationery. As you might hear in the background, the fountains of the main lobby, which you can't see over that wall, but that's what it looks like. Dover modernized by ThyssenKrupp elevators over there. Your typical mag stripe lock and deadbolt. Fire escape plan there, which I don't think you can really see, and a peephole. Yeah, so there are actually, well, there's the drawers over there in the kitchenette, but for the sofa bed, there is your quilt and everything. This room apparently does not seem to have a safe, and if that's supposed to be your Ethernet access, it's apparently bring your own power Ethernet cord here, not power. Microwave, nice and microwavy, very clean from 1997, so this looks to be in pretty good shape. You can see where the drawers have banged over the years because there's no foam on them apparently. But not bad. Another rubbish bin. Let's see what we have here in the fridge, which I'm going to assume that was the emblem and has now fallen off. Not too bad. This feels nice and cold. That's not a... well, that's very flimsy. Freezer looks okay. I've certainly seen worse on YouTube. And there's your sink. Plumbing. Nice Delta sink. Here's your coffee and tea. Very big water bottle. That's the largest I've ever seen. Probably because there's only one in the room. Here you have a little bento box with your creamers and sugar, as well as your coffee lids. And I have not tried the coffee, but it's by the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which the last time I got from Costco wasn't bad. Here is the bathroom. So, nice, gigantic mirror. Tissues are up here, which surprised me because that was the first thing I saw, you know, walking in, is no tissues. So, this vanity is probably a little old. Light, you have one. You have a heat lamp, which apparently does work. Oh wow, I feel that already. Another power outlet. Those are my toiletries. This was a washcloth that was part of that cloth there is the, whatever the heck you call the thing that you put outside your shower, bath mat, I think is what it's called. I'm running on 6 hours of sleep, so here's your shower curtain. It's one of those, you know, ring thingies. You have a handle that's good if you need it. But for me, my elbow was kind of banging into it because that shower head nozzle is not terribly adjustable. Water pressure's not bad to get it to my liking of hot. That had to go basically 75% of the way over. But it's not a bad shower or tub at all. It is actually pretty hot once you get it going. You get a bar of soap, that's the shampoo, 2 conditioners, and apparently a facial bar over there. So it's Giovanni, which apparently is a Cisco product. So, hey, it works. Plenty of towels, you know, your 2 main towels. They're not very thick or anything. Washcloth and hand towels. No bathrobes, actually, now that I think about it. So we'll turn that off. And yeah, again, the room, you know, not bad. Everything seems very clean. If you're into transit, probably a pretty good view for you. And it's not downtown Portland, so you certainly don't get a view of Portland. Down below, I think that's the deck from like the pool. Not bad at all. I'm very satisfied with it. All of your curtains in here, you have the, you know, thin one and then the thick one. I noticed this after I opened the window. Come on, this thing, I have no idea what the heck it does. It looked like there was a switch over there, so I don't know if that's like emergency escape or what. But yeah, overall, not bad. Definitely gets the job done for a night stay. That's it.